Hello. Welcome to Coffee with the Librarians week of September 18th. This one came in again when I was working out really fast, really quick. So this is a quick one for you. The message from the librarians is, and it's a directive, and usually they don't give directives. It's a directive to stop aligning yourself with things. And that's the summary, how they were sharing it. Let me get their words. How their words is, how they want to communicate it is that so many of our stressors and our problems come from aligning ourselves with things, because we align ourselves with things and then that thing isn't as we thought that thing should be. And then we have this internal conflict and this stress because I aligned myself with this thing and now this thing isn't that thing. And then it creates this stress because then suddenly, well, am I wrong? Or is this thing wrong? And why did I choose this thing? And why did I align myself with this thing if this thing is wrong? So then I must be wrong. And if I must be wrong, then I have to change because now I have to align myself with this thing. And it creates this entire internal conflict, and it is a huge waste of energy. And it takes us out of our own center. It takes us out of our own power because it puts us in the position of always having to conform and always worrying that we're wrong and always posturing in order to be right. And wow, that's a lot. So just re-listen to that about 3 or 4 times and let that sink in. They said a lot of you are going to think about this in terms of politics. And yes, it is true in terms of politics. They don't want to say that it's not true. It is true. If you align yourself with one party and then one party does something that you don't like, which they will, then again, they're saying notice how that stresses you out. Well, if other people who believe what I believe this, then I think I must believe that because clearly I must be the wrong one, or otherwise I would believe it. And they're saying just notice how that puts you in a tailspin. But they're saying politics is this macro. Start thinking about it in terms of the micro as well. Who are you? Religion, politics, all those things, those are the macros. But they're saying personally too, who are you? And the words they're saying is sitting next to in the lunchroom. You can sit next to people and you can be friends with people and you can sit at their table, what they're saying. And you can get along on certain things and you can agree on certain things, and other things you don't have to find that alignment. They're saying it's such a misnomer, almost a misnomer, that alignment means alignment in all things. Oh, I love this. They're bringing in the concept of music. If we're all playing the same note, it's pretty boring. We don't want to be in complete alignment in any way. Harmony is different notes at different frequencies, at different resonances for different, durations, all coming together to create something beautiful. And sometimes it is the heavy bass or some dissonance that comes in that makes it better. You're not supposed to be exactly like anybody else. Do not align yourself with a person. Do not align yourself with a party. Do not align yourself with anything, because if you do, it's going to cause that internal stress and conflict. And they're saying they know that's hard because we all feel a little bit insecure and we all want to align ourselves with things to keep it simpler for us. Because if I can just identify myself as whatever, Republican, Democrat, Independent, Green Party, Catholic, Christian, Jewish, whatever, if I can just align myself with that, we think we're going to go, whew, I can just align myself with that. It's done, it's easy, and it's set. When in reality, it's I align myself with that, and then it creates stress. So what they're saying is, be you. Don't align with anything. Just be you and let it flow and let your beliefs flow. And this is the most important piece. Don't stress that you're not in alignment with something. If you want to be Catholic, Christian, Jewish, Muslim, Democrat, Independent, Green, whatever you want to be that, but also realize 1 to 2% of your beliefs will align. 1 to 2% of your beliefs will align, and that's good and that's fine. And the rest, you're creating harmony. So if you go into your church and you dissent from something, you're creating harmony. You're creating something beautiful. It's not that you're wrong, you're creating harmony. So they're saying go ahead and be the harmony makers. Don't align yourself, be the harmony maker. The key around that, though, is not forcing everybody else to come play the note that you're playing. Because then you're bringing everybody back into harmony again, or not into harmony, into the same note, into mono notes. What are the mono notes called? I don't even know what they're called, but into that same tone and that same note, and then that's boring. So create the harmony and allow others to create harmony as well. Create the harmony and allow others to create harmony as well. I love that. I will miss next week, but I will see you the following week, and reach out and connect and let me know if you want anything personally. Thanks. Bye.